Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sartika Hasim and my student ID 2113077. Okay, I will present my summary result, namely language change and language choice community. Housing your variety or code. What is linguistic repertoire? The linguistic repertoire is the set of skills and knowledge a person has of one or more language, as well as their different varieties, be they diatopic, diaphasic, diastratic, or diachronic. This repertoire comprises elements of the different level of description of language and its use: phonetic, graphical, lexical, grammatical, discursive, textual, or pragmatic. Domains of language use contain social factors: who you are talking to, the social context of the talk, the function and topic of the discussion turn out to be important in accounting for language choice in my different kinds of speech community. It has proved very useful, particularly when describing code choice in large speech communities. To look at typical interaction which involve these factors, we can imagine, for instance, a typical family interaction. It would be located in the setting of the home. The typical participants will obviously be family members, and typical topic would be family activities. A number of such typical interactions have been identified as relevant in describing patterns of code choice in my speech community. They are known as domain of language use, a term popularized by Joshua Fishman, an American sociolinguist. A domain involves typical interaction between typical participants in typical settings. Next, modeling variety or code choice. Domain is clearly a very general concept which draws on three important social factors in code choice: participants, setting, and topic. It is useful for capturing broad generalization about any speech community. Using information about the domains of use in a community, it is possible to draw a very simple model summarizing the norms of language use for the community. This is often particularly useful for bilingual and multilingual speech communities. The information provided in example 4. For, for instance, identifies 4 domains and describes the variety or code appropriate to each. Domain: home or family, variety or code, Portuguese. Church or religion, Portuguese. Work or employment, English. School education, English. Next, other social factors affecting code choice. When both participants share more than one variety, the other factors will contribute to the appropriate choice. The social distance dimension is relevant. For instance, how well do they know each other? i.e., what is the social distance between the participants? Are they strangers, friends, brothers? Kalala, for example, would use a different code to each. In Singapore, English is the most frequently selected code for official transactions, regardless of the speaker's ethnicity. Social role may also be important and is often a factor contributing to status difference between people. The same person may be spoken in a different code depending on whether they are acting as a teacher, as a parent, or as a customer in the marketplace. Next, diglossia, a linguistic division of labor. The pattern of code or variety choice in example is one which has been described with the term diglossia. This term has been used both in a narrow sense and in a much broader sense, and I will describe both. In the narrow and original sense of the term, diglossia has three crucial features. 1. To distinct varieties of the same language are used in the community, with one regarded as a high or age variety and the other a low or L variety. 2. Each variety is used for quite distinct functions. Age and L complement each other. 3. No one uses the age variety in everyday conversation. Next, attitudes to age versus L in a diglossia situation. Haiti has been described as another diglossic situation by some linguists, with French as the age variety and Haitian Creole as the L variety. Diglossia with and without bilingualism. Diglossia is a characteristic of speech communities rather than individuals. Individuals may be bilingual. Society or communities are diglossic. In other words, the term diglossia describes societal or institutionalized bilingualism, where two varieties are required to cover all the community's domain. Next, extending the scope of diglossia. Other features of the classic diglossia situation are also often relevant, but they are not regarded as crucial to the definition. So, the age variety is generally the prestige variety, but people may also be attached to and admire the L variety, as in Paraguay, where people are typically proud of Guarani. Polyglossia. Polyglossia is thus a useful term for describing situations where a number of distinct codes or varieties are used for clearly distinct purposes or in clearly distinguishable situations. Next, change in a diglossia situation. Diglossia has been described as a stable situation. It is possible for two varieties to continue to exist side by side for centuries, as they have in Arabic-speaking countries and in Haiti, for example. Alternatively, one variety may gradually displace the other. Next, code switching or code mixing. 1. Participant solidarity and status. 2. Topic. 3. Switching for effective functions. 4. Metaphorical switching. 5. Lexical borrowing. 6. Linguistic constraints. 7. Attitudes to code switching. Next. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.